Back at you guys. What's going on? I know it's been a while, man. Happy New Year, man. Happy 2022, man. It's going down, man. Look, I done survived 2 years, man. I'm your host, Psych Dolo, man. We're going to get right over into it, man. If you haven't been watching the show, like I say, just go to Random Sunset, subscribe. If you don't want to, if you ain't feeling it, it's what it is, man. But like I say, we're going to do it, ain't necessarily, whatever, man. Let's get over into it, man. Today's conversation is going to be about the streets, all right? Episode 5, we talked about the streets. This particular episode, we fishing to talk about Atlanta, ATL, Georgia. ATL, ANTA. I had to think about it. Look, it's all good. Atlanta, Georgia, man. But anyway, as y'all see, my city is Stonecrest. Let me go over that real briefly. When you see city of Stonecrest, put some respect on it for the simple fact that we are the wealthiest minority city in all of GA. Not just Atlanta metro area. We are the wealthiest minority city in all of Georgia. Yo, put some respect on that, man. Shout out to Cascade out there on the west side, all right? When it comes to the west side, that's their classy spot out there on the west side. Cascade, they've been on our they on our tail, and they got some nice stuff out there, and they woo. Anyway, man, let's get down to it, man. We're gonna talk about Atlanta facts, all right? Everybody like Atlanta. Everybody want to come down to the city, party, this, that, and the third. Woo. First of all, let me just make this clear for all y'all who from ATL. I'm a Grady baby, all right? Grady Memorial Hospital. If you from Atlanta, it's certain things you got to know. When somebody say Grady, are you a Grady baby? You are a original, all right? I'm a Grady baby, all right? Let's be clear. You know what I'm saying? What's some other original quotes while I'm at it? You know what I'm saying? What's some other original stuff we used to say in Atlanta? I don't know if it was the East Side thing or just a whole Atlanta thing. If I had to guess, it's a Atlanta metro area thing. I'm kind of all over the place. I'm a little turned up. I'm a little lit. But let me go on and get into it. Doggone, when it comes to Atlanta is its own city that makes up the metro, the metro area, all right? When you go to my Atlanta metro area, it consists of many cities, all right? Many cities in the Atlanta metro area that makes up Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? And truth be told, if you're looking at it from a geography standpoint, Atlanta is Atlanta, all right? Atlanta is Atlanta. East Point is East Point. College Park is College Park. Stone Mountain is Stone Mountain. Decatur is Decatur. Pine Lake, so on and so forth. It's a lot of different cities that make up Atlanta metro area. So oftentimes when you hear somebody from Atlanta, the originals from Atlanta, they talk about what's inside 285. When in actuality, if Marta can take you there, your ass is in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So back to what I was saying earlier, a lot of our sayings here in Atlanta, you may hear somebody say MARTA, moving Africans rapidly through Atlanta. That's what we think MARTA mean. Moving Africans rapidly through Atlanta. That's MARTA. That's our public transportation system. So when somebody say MARTA smarter, man, people who ain't got no car, man, shawty, you get on MARTA, that bitch take you all around the metro Atlanta area, shawty, wherever you need to go in the Atlanta metro area, all right? Now, you got to know this. When it comes to our city and the many cities that consist of the metro area, shit, the cities it's self-explanatory. If you say, I'm from East Point is its own city. They got their own municipality. If you say you from College Park, that's its own city. They got their own municipality. Each one of these cities got their own police department. If you're from Decatur is one of the largest cities in the Atlanta metro area. It's larger than East Point, College Park, Pine Lake, Clarkston, Stone Mountain, Lithonia, you name it. Shout out Decatur is a big boy city. Nigga, Decatur got North Decatur, you got South Kendall, like all of that is Decatur, shout out, you know what I'm saying? So when it comes to Atlanta metro area, it consists of a lot of cities. You know what I'm saying? That's within that 285. 285 is the perimeter. Everything within that perimeter is Atlanta metro area, metropolitan. You know what I'm saying? If you can get there by MARTA, shout out you in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? All right, and that's my take on it as a grader, baby. This is me speaking on it. All right, now know that it's the difference between the cities and the communities. East Atlanta is a community. It's not, even if you do your homework and your research, East Atlanta is not a city. It's a community. All right, East Atlanta. That's the one part of DeKalb County that doggone make up doggone Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Because when you go to East Atlanta, Atlanta police, they monitor that shit. That's their area, that's their jurisdiction. You know what I'm saying? So you may not see DeKalb County over there. But guess what? When you go down Memorial Drive, all right, and you touch Kendall Road, you are officially on the east side. That's the east side. That's not a zone. That's east side. Ain't nowhere around. It's been that way for years. And I'm telling you as a Grady baby. That's what it is. All right. So if you coming down doggone I-20, I-20 runs straight through doggone ATL. I-20. That bitch start from Dallas, Charlotte, and run all the way through ATL, all the way out to Augusta. But when they run through Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Once you cross over, once you make it to Columbia Drive, Kendall Road and Columbia Drive, you on the east side. All right? So when they say East Atlanta, that's zone 6. Edgewood, zone 6. Kirkwood, zone 6. They part of that zone. You know what I'm saying? Out here on the east side, we country boys. We not a part of that zone. All right? We not part of no such. So if you got a nigga out here on coming out and say, oh, I'm zone 6, nigga, your ass from the east side. But you ain't part of no zone. But quit trying to rep them folks shit, man. And that's another thing about a lot of y'all goddamn half-ass niggas out here in the city, man. Y'all doggone quick to jump on the bandwagon to be a part of something. You so quick to be a part of something. I remember back in the early 90s, niggas wanted to be a part of the West Side. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to the West Side, man. Man, regardless of who watching, shout out, salute, respect to the West Side. West Side been holding Atlanta down for doggone the 90s and early on through the 2000s, all the way up until like 2010. And they've been holding down Atlanta more so, you know what I'm saying? And then again, this is my opinion, you know what I'm saying? They've been holding it down, representing, making a good look for the city that many of us rep. West side of Atlanta been holding it down, but let's go through it real quick in details when it comes to the West Side. West Side sit in Atlanta. And when I say West Side, I'm specifically talking about Bankhead. All right? Now, Adamville is part of the West Side. Salute, shout out to Adamville. You know what I'm saying? They part of the West Side. You know what I mean? Vine City, doggone, and you name it, so on and so forth. That's all part of the West Side. You know what I'm saying? But the West Side sit in Fulton County. That's where Atlanta sit, in Fulton County. Atlanta don't sit in DeKalb County. That one piece of DeKalb County that sit in Atlanta is Edgewood. Edgewood, and you can throw Kirkwood in there, East Lake. You know what I'm saying? Because Atlanta police, they monitor all of that. East Lake, you got here go the heart of Atlanta right here. When it comes to the east side, you got Edgewood, you got Kirkwood, you got East Lake. And they go East Atlanta right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, East Atlanta is a community. Again, it's not a city, it's a community. Them places I named, Edgewood and Kirkwood, they part of that East Atlanta community down there. You know, and what it is. So if they say East Atlanta, it's a good chance. And motherfuckers say they from East Atlanta, either from Edgewood, Kirkwood, or East Lake. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I would be considered a country boy. I'm from that east side. I'm out here in the woods. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, again, man, before I lose train of thought, the thing about the west side, they sit in Fulton County. That is Atlanta. All right? That is Atlanta. It ain't nowhere around it. It ain't nowhere around it. You can be from the east side, south side, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nowhere around it. Okay, now, with this whole west side thing is, if you from Atlanta and you know what's going on, when I say Atlanta, I mean in the metro area, you got to know that the west side always been historically black. All right? West side of Atlanta always been historically black. If you go through there right now, you look at a lot of their street names, Ralph Abernathy. He ran with Dr. King. If you look at Joseph E. Lowry, Joseph Boone, L. Boone. Like all of their names is after doggone prominent historic figures in the black community. So even before they changed their names, because I think Joseph E. Lowry, I think that used to be like Simpson or Bankhead, Joseph E. Lowry. Then you got Joseph Boone, but one of them used to be Simpson, one of them used to be Bankhead, and then they changed it to the doggone, again, these black prominent figures in the African American community or the Hebrew community. Hebrew. But anyway, yo. So it's like prior to them changing those street names, look at their schools. All right? Look at all of the Atlanta schools. Alonzo Crim. That's East Atlanta. Alonzo Crim. Go and Google him. Go and look at doggone Washington. All right? Look at Washington, one of their high schools out there on the west side. Look, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Look at Carver. Look at Mays. Look at you know what I'm saying? Well, Tri-Cities ain't Tri-Cities. I think that's Southwest Atlanta. But if you look at their high schools, they name behind again these prominent black figures that I'm telling you about, African American, Hebrew, whichever one you know what I'm saying you identify with. You know what I'm saying? But that's always been at the west side of Atlanta. They push the blacks been out there for quite some time. So again, like I say, it's self-explanatory. They historically black. On the east side, years and years ago, this way people came for the good life. But I got to tell you, from early as 94, but east side been up. When I say east side been up, meaning it was still some good living in the quality of doggone or the homes and what you can get, the bang for your buck when it came to coming to the east side. But the thing is, these same very people still made up of that Atlanta metro area. You know what I'm saying? And shit goes down on the east side. And when I say go down on the east side, I'm not going to go into no detail because, like I say, it don't make sense to have to glorify genocide, a gentrification for no fucking cool points. Let's just be clear on that. You know what I'm saying? That's something that, especially if you my age or older, you know, that ain't something you should be doing, you know, glorifying genocide and that bullshit just to look cool, you know what I'm saying, for some street cred. You know what I'm saying? Like come on, man, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, what I mean by the east side been up, meaning east side ain't living in nobody's shadow, meaning like, look, y'all can do y'all thing on the west side, but over here we identify with the east side. This is how we do things. As country boys or whatever, you know what I'm saying? This is how we do things out here. On the east side, we ain't no punks. You know what I'm saying? You got whole niggas everywhere. Man, you got whole niggas in Africa, man. You got whole niggas in Asia, man. Whole niggas are everywhere. It's a given. Just as we know real dudes are everywhere. But what I'm saying is east side been holding their weight since the 90s. Now the reason I say the west side been a good look for the city, because when it comes to the public, man, they had the Bankhead bounce. Most of the rappers was coming up out of the west side. So to be here in Atlanta metro area, it feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, Shawty West Side done did it again. Even when they came out with Shawty Low, Franchise Boys, D4L, Shop Boys. Like when they kept on coming out back to back with their rappers, you know, you could throw in the independent, not the independent, but the solo artists as well, such as Dro, Spree got doggone, Spree 220 got doggone, he was one of their underground rappers, you know what I'm saying, made some noise, you know what I'm saying, and was a good look, you know what I'm saying, but it was a lot of, you know, they was holding it down, you know what I'm saying, carrying the city on again, they sit in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, but then the east side, like I say, as early as 90 doggone 394, shit, we had Ghetto Mafia, we had Big Duke, we had doggone Dollar. We had goddamn Blackjack. Shout out to Blackjack. We went to Towers together. You know what I'm saying? We had doggone Ghetto Mafia. Doggone, you know what I'm saying? So, again, man, let's just get back into it, man. The Atlanta history, man. A lot of people like to talk about who started trap and who was the gangster rappers of ATL. Nobody mentioned the Hard Boys. That separate the new Atlanta and the old Atlanta. How you don't know about the Hard Boys? A-Town, doggone. How do you not know about the Hard Boys? Anybody from Atlanta or say that they're a Grady baby, how can you not know about the Hard Boys? How? Niggas jumped straight to Ghetto Mafia. Hard Boys came before Ghetto Mafia. I'm from the East Side. And when I say I'm from the East Side, meaning I know where Ghetto Mafia kicked it at. They was over there on CKT next door to doggone Scottsdale. Over there, you know what I'm saying, off of North Indian Creek. Came up strong from the cracks of the ghetto. Indian Creek is where we started pushing Yayo. That was what draw the line. That was what, 94. And I was a young cat. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, let me just jump back into it. Remember I was mentioning communities earlier? Scottsdale is not a city. Scottsdale is a community. East Atlanta is a community. All right? So Scottsdale, Georgia don't have their own municipality. They don't have no Scottsdale police riding through there. DeKalb County ride through there. They not a city. They are a community. It's what it is. You can comment. You can doggone call my phone. My phone number been the same for 16, 17 years. It's what it is. All right? I'm giving you Atlanta facts. When I say Atlanta, I mean Atlanta metro area. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Grady baby. I'm from Atlanta. But I live on the east side of Atlanta. You see what I'm saying? So, again, Clarkston is a city. They got their own police. Clarkston is a city. Pine Lake is a city. That bitch, Shawty, Pine Lake about the size of, Shawty, that bitch about the size, Pine Lake probably make up 20 acres. You know what I'm saying? If that. You know what I'm saying? But they're a city. They got their own municipality. You know what I'm saying? So, again, Ghetto Mafia, them boys used to be over there, CKT, around that area next door to Scottsdale. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know about Central Drive, by the way, man. Look, shout out to Central Drive, man. If you hear niggas say they from Stone Mountain, not Stone Mountain. Stone Mountain, it's a good chance he from the burbs. You know what I'm saying? It's a good chance, again, it's a prep boy. But when you from Stone Mountain, you either from Central Drive, that's one. Brick Road, Hambrick, Shermantown, we'll throw West Mount Street, we'll throw Ridge Avenue and Shepherd, we'll throw them in there. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Redan, all right? But Central Drive is the heart of Stone Mountain. You know what I'm saying? Central Drive consists of nothing but apartments. And when I say $1 Million Trap, how can you be from the east side and say you ain't heard of Central Drive in Stone Mountain? Come on, man. Since 94 all the way up until doggone 2000, Central Drive is $1 Million Trap. When I say $1 Million Trap, meaning $1 Million Trap. Ain't nowhere around there. I'm trying doctors, paramedics coming there. Woo. I'm trying ain't nothing but apartments down Central Drive. You know what I'm saying? Central Drive, come on, man. Ball and G know about Central Drive. 8 Ball and MJG, y'all know what's going on. Ghetto Mafia know about Central Drive. Shoot, rumor has it, they weren't talking about Big Boy from Outkast when they say they picked Shawty car. They talking about another big boy. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, man, anybody from Atlanta, they knew about the Hard Boys. You know what I'm saying? Hard Boys, rumor has it that they had a song on their album. I think they were the A-Town, Hardheads? A-Town Hardheads or something. I think that was the name of the album. But I got an older brother. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I say, so I was off the porch early, bro. I'm talking when I say off the porch, meaning early as 8 years old. Knew about doggone crack rock. Knew about doggone soft. Knew about the doggone weed game. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm not glorifying it, but I was out there in the trap as early as 11 years old. When I say out there moving it, 11 years old, for real. Yeah, that way. And again, like I say, I'm in family mode. I'm conservative. I've graduated the streets. When I say I graduated the street, that ain't something I would hold on to. If you a solid official dude who been out there in them streets and you know what's going on with them streets, you know how to move. You know what I'm saying? And when I say know how to move, meaning that ain't something you say, that ain't something you know what I'm saying, that you want to be a part of for life. If you've been out there and you done went through some things and you know how things go and you find out if that motherfucker's a trap out there, you don't sit back and say, yeah, I've been to prison, yeah, man, doggone, I'm down with, yeah, I stay in prison for the rest of my life. Like, that ain't some shit that a nigga say. You know what I'm saying? When you been out there and you know how shit go, like, nah, y'all can have that bullshit. If anybody, matter of fact, get out of the way of the streets. You know what I'm saying? That bitch is satanic. When I say satanic, the devil got his hand all in it. The music industry, the shit that motherfuckers are gonna preaching and glorifying when it comes to genocide, like that shit, that ain't it. It's one thing to tell your story and say this is what was going on because I'm dealing with poverty and I'm stuck in confinement, meaning housing development. I'm stuck in doggone housing development, what we call the projects. They experiment. You an object to somebody's fucking project. They experiment with your ass. You lack income. You ain't got no education, and you right here in this confinement. It's a trap. It's a fucking trap. Once you learn that shit right there, it's no fucking way you can sit here and tell me, shawty, oh, I'm so street nigga, I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life. But not cool. Not cool at all. That's my opinion. That's just how I feel about it. All right. But anyway, when it comes to Atlanta, man, you'll hear a lot of stuff, man, like Eddie goes. Well, if your goals was too fat or your shit just went right, but you went to Eddie. You know what I'm saying? And that's a bad rep for Lil Shawty, man, because again, like motherfucker know when you had Eddie goes. You know what I'm saying? If your shit was fire, it's a good chance you know what they're gonna tell you. This is a trivia question. You put it down in the comment. Motherfucker had some fire goals. You know who they're gonna say did it? Jeffrey. Motherfucker gonna say Jeffrey. I went to Jeffrey. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, you ain't went to Jeffrey and spent that type of money. You went to Eddie. Eddie shit for the low. Eddie gonna got there and get your shit, boom, 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 and you gonna be able to get your shine on. That's some Atlanta shit. Motherfucker say Eddie goes and Jeffrey. You know what I'm saying? Boy, you got a fire tattoo. Boy, where you get that tattoo from? Boy, that shit fire. Motherfucker like, boy, where you get that tattoo from? You know what they gonna say? That's another trivia question. You know who they gonna say? Superman. They gonna say Superman. You know what I'm saying? Where do Atlanta niggas go to get their goddamn kicks from? Where motherfuckers go to get their sneakers from, shoes from? You know what I'm saying? Where do they go? Nigga, ain't got no Finish Line, no Foot Locker. Like, motherfucker going shop at Finish Line and Foot Locker. Yo. That's corporate, that woo. Yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But, boy, you know where motherfucker get their shoe from? If you from Atlanta, you know what I'm finna say. Walters. You ain't finna go to no interstate or no inner city motherfucker say they shop at Walters. That's Atlanta thing. You know what I'm saying? So, again, man, I'm a graded baby. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nowhere around it. You know what I mean? I've been around Marta since doggone. What that boy Kilo say? Nigga, $1.25. Man, I spent $1.25. Marta, what's smarter? Nigga, I drive all around Atlanta. No gas money, no car. $1.25 get me all around Atlanta metro area. When I say Atlanta metro area, the west side, the south side, the east side. That north side shit, that's some new school shit. That north side shit hit the same doggone. That shit, man, let's put it out there. That shit hit the same with Migos. Migos from Gwinnett, shouted. So I'm from DeKalb County. You know what I'm saying? North of us is Gwinnett. That's where motherfuckers from the east side go to say, you know what, man, look, I'm moving on up. I'm finna got there live good. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna get me out of the house, a good school system. Motherfucker go to Gwinnett. That's what they call the north side. That's what they call the north. Gwinnett. On the west side, they probably call doggone Marietta. You know what I'm saying? Because Cobb County north of them. You see what I'm saying? But the first time I heard the north side, I was doing a show. out there at Peoplestown, out there in Atlanta. I was doing a show. You had PSC out there, Alpha Mega. You had Matt Bone and them. In fact, man, you can go and you can watch that shit on my channel, man. We out there at Peoplestown, out there damn, man, I forgot the name of that shit. Anyway, we doing a show out there. And some niggas came out there, and honestly, their trap was rolling well. You know, they had some money. I don't know where they get the money from. It could be some income tax money. I don't know. But they were screaming north side. We looking like everybody in that be like, north side? Where the fuck is the north side? You know what I'm saying? We heard of North Side Drive, but that where the money at. Like North Side Drive, like that where people gonna hang out at. But anyway, man, it's a lot of stuff that we do in Atlanta. You know, it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of Atlanta history out here. And again, I'm talking about the metro area, man. Like Bankhead alone is just not Atlanta. Adamville alone is just not Atlanta. College Park, East Point, goddamn. Of recent, since Walker came out, like niggas made noise in Riverdale, but Walker stamped that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the early 90s, if we went to the warehouse, like if you're from Atlanta, you know what the warehouse is in the early 90s. You know what the Nike Pavilion is if you from Atlanta. You know what the Atrium is if you from Atlanta and you was around there in the early 90s. In fact, let's separate that new school Atlanta from the old school Atlanta. If you never caught a Freaknik, you new school Atlanta. If you never went to Freaknik, you new school Atlanta. It ain't nowhere around it. Because you don't know all of what got Atlanta to where it's at right now. If you sitting back in Atlanta popping right now, you coming on the scene screaming north side, south side, west side, woo woo woo, east side, so on. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like, if you never caught no Freaknik, man, you new school Atlanta. Damn that shit. Nigga, I was here when Braves won their first world championship, nigga, in 95. You understand me? Nigga, I was here in 96 when the Olympics came. That when Atlanta started growing up. You know what I'm saying? So goddamn 94, I mean, we still had Freaknik. 93, of course, I mean, like, you know, we had Freaknik. You know what I'm saying? But the last lit Freaknik we had was, I'm gonna say 96. Because 97, it started to die out. We had what? Nigga, Bill Campbell was in office. You know what I'm saying? And after Shawty came, after Shawty left, it was Shirley Franklin. New school Atlanta folks would not be able to tell you that. Because they weren't born. So they knew school. You know what I'm saying? And then, by the way, while I'm at it, that nigga T.I., shout out to the West Side again. You know what I'm saying? T.I. was a breath of fresh fucking air. Good and my Outkast, we love you. I'm talking about to the death. I'm a big fan of Outkast. I'm an Outkast. Nigga, I got Outkast everything. I bought their clothes. You know what I'm saying? I went to see their movie Idlewild. I'm a fan of Outkast. It ain't nowhere around it. Big Boy Dre, look, I personally, I love y'all music. You know what I'm saying? I met Big Boy, never met Dre. You know what I'm saying? Met Big Boy. And so anyway, enjoyed their music to this very day. I still fuck with their music and I like them as artists. Good and Mar, shoot, I ran into Guilt. I was getting banged up. I was at the atrium. We out there in the hot box, you know what I'm saying? Guilt came through, you know what I'm saying? We were going out there to see them. It was Cass and Good and Mar. They was out there at the atrium, shot. They was in the 90s or whatnot. We out there in the hot box, man. I was telling my little partner, shot the belt, man. But anyway, I was telling my little partner, look, man, break right. You know what I'm saying? Because we already had the laws on us. We was in the box. Look, break right. If you break right, we had the chance to run. Woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? He went left. Nigga, we was stuck in traffic out there. Nigga, everybody's out there to see Cash and Get him out. But anyway, that's a whole nother story for some other time. You know what I'm saying? But again, where we're going with that. Meaning, T.I. was a breath of fresh air. Niggas went bumping no Jeezy, goddamn, when T.I. came out. Niggas went bumping no Gucci, man. Shout out to Jeezy. Shout out to goddamn Guwap. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that nigga T.I. was a breath of fresh air, nigga. When the when Dope Boys in the Trap came on the radio and we heard the nigga say Dope Boys in the Trap, nigga, I promise you, nigga, my reaction was, I'm looking at the radio like, boy, they let him say that? That was the start of something new, man. T.I., he didn't invent trap, shout out. I grew, man, look at me, shout out to Palm Beach County, Belgrade, Mark City, you know what I'm saying? Splat Pack. It was a group down there in Palm Beach County called Splat Pack because my mama from Florida, so I stayed down there for some years too. You know, I'm a Grady baby. But like I say, I stayed down there in Mark City, Belgrade, Florida. You know what I'm saying? So again, Splat Pack back in, 92, 93, we're talking about the trap. That was back in 92, 93. And then I was on and off coming up here for summers. You know what I'm saying? Because nigga, we used to hang out, nigga, for senior skip day. Nigga, Atlanta folk, where you go for senior skip day? Whether you a freshman, sophomore, motherfucker go to Grant Park. That's some Atlanta shit. You know what I'm saying? So like that way we went. Nigga, on Sundays when there's nothing else to do, where you at? Mosley Park, Washington Park, or Maddox Park? When you couldn't get in Mosley Park, nigga, we hung at Maddox faithfully. Nigga, I was out there with the old heads right across from Bankhead train station. So we hung out there faithfully. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think I have enough time to cover Atlanta facts and Atlanta history, which are on this episode right here. But it's definitely to be continued. But like I was saying, Splat Pack been talking about the trap, but T.I. he highlighted it. And when I say highlighted it, meaning he brought a whole new genre to the game for all you niggas who talking about trap music. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to T.I., man. He the father for anybody who's sitting back making trap music. You know what I'm saying? Whether you a doggone Jeezy or Guwap or goddamn Yo Gotti or whoever make fucking trap music. T.I. came on the scene and goddamn ran with that shit. You know, he ran with it. But Stockdale boys, goddamn Damn Shane shouted. They got down, you know what I'm saying? Them boys, what nigga, Damn Shane, go and Google Damn Shane and look them boys up on YouTube, shout out. A Damn Shane from Scottsdale. But yeah, man, like I said, I don't think I have enough time to cover Atlanta facts and history. But to be continued, man. That's my time. Your boy Sight Dolo over and out. And like I said, I'm gonna tell y'all about my contributions and what I did for the underground doggone game here in Atlanta on that east side. You know what I'm saying? In the Atlanta metro area, man. That's my time over and out. Shout out to everybody that was a part of Sunday Bill and everybody that was featured on any of my albums out of the 3 albums I dropped. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's going on, man. Look, that's my time. Over and out.